I'll wait to hear what Mr. Nelson has to say.
Mr. Nelson doesn't have to say anything now.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I might ask you all to consider how wonderful it is that I can hear myself speak, that I'm free to talk without you beating me black and blue, which is what you really want to do. And I'm only free to do so because someone else will beat you black and blue if you do. Now, I'm glad of that. Pleased that my friends, some of whom I hardly knew I had, came to my rescue. But I hate violence. I do. I hate it so much, whenever I see any, I have to join in. I take after my father for that. I do. He was a hard man, harder than me, but he never touched me. One look from him, I was in hiding. My dad had no need to hit me, had my respect, had my love, never touched me. He was not a political man, my dad. Oh, he bought the Daily Herald, voted Labour. But he was never anyone's disciple. He did not believe in messiahs. I can see I'm not impressing you. Do you mind me talking down to you like this? You don't like being talked down to, do you? I don't know why. I could never talk up to you in a million years. But I'll come down to you if you want. Is that any better? Not that I expect that anything I can say to you will make any difference to you. I'm no missionary. I met a missionary once. He said it was an interesting position. But I'm not talking to you, boys. Tonight I'm talking for me. And for all the people like me here tonight. For my father, too. For all those of us who refuse to learn about life from manifestos and Marx and Das Kapital. Because that's your problem, some of you boys, isn't it? You've only read one book. You must have read that book and thought, right, that'll do for me, that's the book for me. I know about life now. Why not read 2 books? Read 3. Get a rounded view of life instead of the flat earth version. You may come to the same conclusions you did from reading that one book. But is there any harm in knowing other things? Anyway, I don't care about you. I'd like to, I know I should, because you should never dismiss anyone. But you're only the puppets. And it's the puppet master I really want to examine. Because here we all are, living under the most reactionary, democratically elected government we've ever known, in a Labour-controlled city, where all animals are equal, but some councillors are more equal than others, where too often lions are led by donkey jackets, living proof that the further left you go, the more right-wing you become. But we have to behave with dignity and with honour, and above all, without corruption. Two wrongs do not make a right, or a left, especially not a left. Socialism is the redistribution not only of wealth, but of care and concern and equality and decency and belief in humankind. I didn't even expect to be able to say any of this tonight. But I suppose all I'm trying to remind everyone, myself included, is that in the short time that we all have, we would want to be remembered for the good that we have done. Wouldn't we? Of course we would. That's right, isn't it, boys?